Hello guys, welcome to another Photoshop tutorial, and today I'm going to be showing you how to create this simple flyer. I'm going to be working on the raw PSD file and also with the layers. So let me toggle off these layers for you to see where I started from. Okay, I'll be using an image size of 2000 pixels by 2000 with a resolution of about 300. Next in line here is my background. I decided to work with a green background this time around. So what I did was I went to unsplash.com to download some green backgrounds and try to adjust them to my own taste. Let me show you the backgrounds. Okay, this is part of it. I got it from unsplash.com. I think I'm going to drop the link where you can download this background from on the description below so that you can get it in case you want to make use of it. So I added a selected color to it. You can see what happens. I went to, let me hide it. I went to my adjustment layer, went to my selective color. Then I just had to play around with my yellows. You can see what happens when I play with my yellows. You can see the before and the after. Let me see what happens when I play around with my greens. You can see. You can see the before and the after. So you can just play around with it and so that you can get to your own taste. Then I added this background to it. Initially it was at normal. You can see how it was at when it was at normal. I changed the mood to saturation. You can see. Then also I added this image to it. Initially it was at normal, you can see. So I set my mood to linear bond, you can see, and I added a vector mask to it so that I can hide part of this image. Let me disable it, you can see. So I added a vector mask to it so that I can hide part of this image. In case you don't really know how to use a vector mask, you can watch some of my previous videos to see how you can use a vector mask to hide and reveal from your object. Next in line here is my image. Okay, initially it was like this. Okay, I think I'm still going to explain how to use the vector mask here. So let me delete, let me duplicate this, Ctrl J to duplicate, and let me hide this and delete this. So for you to use your vector mask, you after dropping your image you want to be working with, you click on add layer mask, take up your brush tool, make sure your brush is on your soft, then take your opacity to about 100, take your flow to 100, take your smoothing to 100. Then you can increase the brush size. Then remember, color white is to reveal from your object, color black is to hide from your object. So now I want to hide part of this image, so I will set my color to black. Then with my brush tool I brush across. You can see that I'm hiding part of this image. You can see. So you can just, let me hurry up. Okay, something like this. So that was how I was able to hide part of this image here. You can see. Okay, so on your own you can be able to do a good job. Let me head back to my original image. Let me enable the layer mask. So after everything, I was able to hide the background out of this image. So that is how you can hide a background from your image. Then I added a hue saturation to it. You can see what happens when I added it. It changed this the color and makes it to blend with the background. let me hide it. In case you want to apply it, very easy. You come to your adjustment layers, you come to your hue saturation, then go. You see what happens. It works on the entire image. So you can, what you do is that you create clipping mask so that you can work on it on this particular image. You can take it down here and let me disable it. Okay, what you do is that you right click and create clipping marks. You can see. So what it does is that it automatically clips it down to this your below image. So when you are applying your effect, it only applies it on your image. You can see. So I can take it to this side. Then what I did is that you can see that the effect affected the face of our image. So I can hide this part out using my brush. Okay, go to my blacks and let me increase my brush size a little bit. Then I can click here at this point here, your mouse, you can click on it. You can see that it's hiding part of the effect. You can see. So that was how I was able to blend these the shades with the background. Let me delete this and go back to my original layer. Let me clip it back. Okay, so that was how I was able to change the background of these. I was able to change the color of these shades. So next in line, I dropped in my color lockup. You can see what happens when I dropped it. You can see that it brings out the highlight and the shadows from this image and also from the background. So I'm going to drop this. Color lockup in the description so that you can get it. What you did that after you've downloaded it, you come to your adjustment layer, come to your color lockup, come to load 3D loot. Then mine is at the desktop, so you can click on it and you can click on your load, so it will load automatically. Let me do this. Okay, then next in line here is my text. You can see. Then let me show you. Okay, coming to this, you can see the name of the font I used here. I set my color to yellow. Then this text here, you can see it's made up of two layers. The first, you can see the name of the font. Then I set my color to white. That's this first one. Then let me hide this. This is for this one here. I set my color to this, clicked OK. So that was how it brought out this kind of a 3D look. You can see. Then these I added some effects to it. Let me double click the layer. Okay, I added some strokes. You can see size 2. Then I set my position to outside. Then my color was white. And I added an inner shadow to it. You can see it gives okay, I used a color of this. You can see. Then I set my distance to about 8, my choice to 10, and my size to 14. So that was how I was able to get this inner shadow and also my inner stroke also. So that was how I was able to do this a kind of a 3D font. So I applied same effects to this and this also. Next in line here is my social media handles, you can see first of all, let me show you the layers. I added a rectangle and a circle to it. You can see, let me hide this one. This is just normal rectangle. You can get it from here, your rectangle through, and draw across it. Then I added an ellipse also to it. You can see how it looks like. Let me hide this one. You can see I drew across it. Just draw. Okay, this is for your rectangle. For you to access your ellipse, you go to your rectangle tool, come to your ellipse tool, and just draw. So that was how I was able to create this type of ellipse. So let me delete this and head back to my original layers. Okay, then I added my social media handles to it. I think okay, so just made up of my text and the social media symbols. Then this life also, I use my rounded rectangle tool, drew across it, set my color to about, I think this red. Let me use my eyedropper tool to select the red and go back and fill it to this particular red. Then I use my text tool and I just write like, okay, like, then I set my color to white. Then maybe I can adjust the size. You can see. So that was how I was able to do this part. Let me delete this and head back to my original layers. So yes, that was how I was able to accomplish this here. The next in line is this. Okay, this is made up of normal rectangle. The rectangle, you can get it from here. Then this is your text. Okay, let me just show you. Draw your rectangle. You can use your eyedropper tool to select your color. Then come back to your rectangle, change it the color to this. Then you can adjust it using Ctrl T. You can see what I'm doing. Yes. Then use your text tool and just write fellowship in June. Then set your color to black. You can see. Let me increase the size a little bit. Okay. Then I can go to my edit, go to my transform, click on my screw, just come. Okay, something like this. I'm just showing you how I was able to do this, so on your own you can do a perfect job. Let me delete this and head back to my original layers. Then I added circles. You can see, I don't just want my image to be as plain, so I added these circles. You can see how you can see how it looks good. You can see, for you to access your circles or your full, these are full stop from your normal text. Just okay, I think one, just write your full stops. Then okay, I think it's here. Okay, So these are just full stops, which are these ones. You can change the color. You can just play around with it, just change the color to the one that fits you. Okay, or you can draw these dots using your ellipse. You can change the color to white. You can decrease it, adjust it, Ctrl T, just scale it a little bit down. Oh, sorry, Ctrl Z. Let me zoom in more a little bit. Ctrl T. I hold my shift and scale down. You can see, then you can just duplicate it, Ctrl J to duplicate. Ctrl J again. You can hold your shift to align it. Then you can select all of them. Ctrl select the first one, hold your shift and select the down one. Ctrl J to duplicate. Bring it down. Ctrl J again. Can bring it down. So that was how I was able to get this kind of a dot. So you can just play along with it. Let me delete it. I'll go back to my initial layers. So I think next in line was this text here. Okay, this normal text, and I added a rectangle and I added my text here. This is my date, my time. Right, this is normal text, then I added my logo to it. So I think I've come to the end of this tutorial. That was how I was able to create this simple e-flyer. So if you have any questions, you can drop the questions on the comment box. Make sure you like this. If you like it, make sure you share and also subscribe to this YouTube channel. Thank you.